I've got to do recital list for the kids. So most of them kind of have their songs figured out, but I need to actually like write it down and get that organized. So we're at the studio today. It is a rare day that I am talking instead of playing. Doesn't happen that often. And it only happens on Mondays. Mondays and or Saturday evenings. But mostly Mondays. Let's see. There's gotta be 2 recital song list. One for my Michigan Academy students and then the other one for the students here. So let's see. That's a little dark there, and we'll do this one here. Okay, song list. Let's write out what everybody is doing for their recital this year. I'm going to start with the students I just had so I can make sure that is fresh in my head. I need this and this. Oh, this marker is oozing. Oh boy. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of ink on this one. Let's see. Okay. I think that cleaned that marker off. There's a lot of ink on it. Yes, that worked. Okay. Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. How's your day going so far? All right, recital song list. We got to figure out what everybody's playing this year. So, the last student I just had is going to be playing Claire de Lune. They've already been working on it. And then the last 2 students. One of them is playing Claire de Lune. The other one is playing the Jeopardy theme and Take 5. Let's see, Jeopardy and Take 5. Which are a little bit more on the fun side. This one's doing Claire de Lune. And the next 2. One of them I gave, I'm trying to remember the pieces I gave. Sometimes I assign them the week prior and then I forget what everybody's doing. What are they doing? Oh, she's for sure doing the Chopin, the Prelude in A major. Prelude in A. Oh, he was doing the Waltz in A minor. That's what it was. Waltz in A minor. And those are both Chopin. And then, figure out a piece. Let's see. Gabrielle, Alex. Who else? I will be playing. Some of these students already have their music. So far we have Clair de Lune, Jeopardy, Take 5, Waltz in A minor, Prelude in A. I haven't figured out what this student's going to be doing. Ooh, I forgot to write down. I'll have to use the back side. I think this student is ready for a recital. They haven't done a recital yet, so one of my students, also will be their first recital that they get to participate in. I think I did give them their recital sheet music last lesson, but I forgot to write down what they actually were doing, so I'm gonna have to figure that out this week. She is doing, there's 2 of them, but I don't know if she'll want to do just one of them. Because she was supposed to be doing the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, 12 Variations of Avu Deraje Maman. But I don't know if she wants to do that one or if she wants to do the other one. So I'm going to write down both. And I'll let her decide this week which one she would like to do. I haven't figured out her piece, so I need to figure out what she's doing. What did I give Zach this past week? Did I give her? No, I gave Lily the music box. So she had the music box. And then the other student, I haven't figured this one out. Some people have given me a list of stuff that they would like to learn. I usually ask the students like what songs they would like to do, but sometimes they just want me to pick out music for them. So if I pick out repertoire, they can't make a decision after that. They've got to stick and see it through. Jack, and then who else? Ooh, I wrote her down. We need her and her and Valentino and Monica. Okay. I just need to go grab one book right quick because that book has some of the sheet music in there and I just want to double check it as I'm looking before I give it to the student. Hold on. Okie dokie. So, one of these has the bee and the clover, and I told the student I was going to give them the bee and the clover. But as we were listening to it, she seemed alarmed by the tempo. But it's not the tempo that I feel like she should be alarmed by. Sometimes tempo is not the scariest thing in a piece of music. So I'm going to analyze it before I assign it to her to make sure she's good with it. But I was trying to play to her strengths as well as a couple things that she needs to work on. So let's go through the bee and the clover right quick. And I'll take a quick sight read of it, and see if this is okay for her. All right, I'm going to try to prop you guys here. Hold on. Let's see. Please don't fall over. Let's see. in the clover. Let's see. It's marcato the whole way through, but light marcato because it's soft piano, and then it warms up a little bit more. I'm going to do it one more time. Let's see if I should give this to that student. I think she'll be okay with it, but... Okay, let's go get this copied for her, and then I'll put down some notes for the student. It's okay. It did print okay. Ta-da. Okay, one student. Check. Let's go assign the rest. Okay. Boop. Let's assign the rest of the music. Oh boy, it's not staying. There we go. Okay, so she's going to do the bee and the clover. I'm going to assign the rest. Do this part, and one of them was supposed to do a waltz for her. I don't know if a waltz would be a good one for this student, but let's see. It's a little tricky. Kind of jumping her ones on sundown. Somebody already has this one. Okay. I think I wrote that one down. Did I write it down? Let's see. Yes. D30. What was that one? Hold on. Go back. Oh, that one. Triple-a-ta. That might be a little tricky for a student. Diving mermaid. Dancing dervishes. Sparks. Let's take a look at sparks. I think a student might like this one. So let's see. Which student might like sparks? Maybe. Actually, Decisions. Hello, I hope you're doing well. And thanks for stopping in. Let's change that out. I was gonna give the student the bee and the clover, but actually, let me change it out to sparks. Let me try this one right quick. And I think the student will appreciate this one. She might appreciate the change up. Similar technique, at least with feeling the light staccato. Let's see. Okay, let's give this to the student. I'm gonna print it off for her. I'll write down my notes on it, and then she can give it to her. I think she'll be happy with the change. It's a little shorter than the previous one, or at least not necessarily shorter, just actually it is a little bit shorter. Let's copy that one. Page 1 and one more page. And page 2. I'm going to bring both, and I'm going to play through both at her next lesson, but I'm going to give her the option between these two, and if she enjoys The other one, fantastic, but if she wants, this one is slightly less complicated than the other one. It's slightly less complicated than the other one, but it's practicing a similar technique in both. But I think the other one is more interesting to listen to as opposed to this one. But sometimes students don't hear the notes as much as they worry about like what's on the page and thinking if it looks too hard versus, you know, trying to learn in the journey and understanding it. But let's go ahead and I'll bring those two for her to try, and then if she doesn't want the first one I suggested, then I will give it to a different student. Okay, there's nothing else in this book that I would like to take from. The only thing is in the other book. I'd like to take a look. Quick. Let's see. And we'll set you guys back down. Right. Oh my gosh. Right there. Please stay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Valentino's doing furry release, and because he's already started learning furry release, but I'm going to add on the other Beethoven one, and we'll just continue his Beethoven. He's already working on that. And Beethoven Fifth Symphony. I have to sneeze. Hold on. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Okay. How about So I just need to figure out. Thank you, I appreciate it. Hello, Chloe. Thank you for being here, and I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day so far as well, too. Oh my goodness. Today, I probably will do a small practice session later today, but right now I'm just planning out recital music for students. Recital season's coming up, which will be in June. And some students already have their pieces, especially if they're working on like larger repertoire. But some students, like the smaller kids, don't have their songs yet, and so I'm assigning that to give them plenty of time. That's like almost 3 months of time to work through. And I do this every year. They get 3 to 4 months to kind of work through their recital repertoire. And I try to. You said you're recovering from ankle surgery. Oh no. Well, I hope you have a smooth recovery, and I'm sorry to hear that you had to have ankle surgery. I'm sure that's not as pleasant as well too. But I hope you have a smooth recovery. But yeah, I try to give the students enough time to learn and feel comfortable with their songs. Now, what they do with that time is honestly up to them. I always tell my students this. I'm like, I give you 3 to 4 months to learn like one song, 1 or 2 songs. It's up to them what they do in that time. So I give them all the tools to plan strategically and to help them through it. I mean, if they utilize it, great. If not, I don't. There's not been that many times, like I'm not big on cutting students from recitals so much. I think it's always just a good chance to go through and at least, give it the go. I appreciate it. My name is Natalie, but most of the time I just come on here just to play and share music. This is the rare occurrence that I'm on here talking, but that usually happens on Mondays in between classes. Let's see. I don't want them to do Deep River. There's a couple students that I have that I feel like it's a little trickier picking out music for them. Ooh, let's try the 2 guitars right quick. Hold on. Yes. Am I gonna play something on stream? Today is not a huge playing stream. Today is more of I'm at the studio doing some work. But I'm only playing small snippets of like stuff that I'm trying to assign to students and prepare them for recital. Also, hello. I hope you're doing well. So today it's mostly I'm just sight reading through student repertoire to get them prepared for their show. Anyway, let's see. Let's see. I don't think this student would enjoy the 2 guitars so much. Not that it's a bad piece. I enjoy playing it. It's fun. But I'm trying to think of what this student might like playing. Let's see. It goes from action. Let's see. Maybe he might like this one. Let's see, maybe for a student. Yes, it might be, you could say it's less fun, but at the same time, it's, again, for a younger student, and it's also to work on memory work so that they're able to memorize something. And when we're working with memory and making sure a student is able to get not only learning technical passages and learning new skills and learning new shaping methods, but being able to give them smaller bite size, even if it is repetition, is healthy for the student that's learning. So example, having that repetition of a rhythm pattern, the main objective of this piece is not so much of enjoying just the passageway and making it frivolous and fun. The point is to be able to do a rotary attack and being able to roll through your hand smoothly, top to bottom. So that's why there's a lot of repetition within this piece itself. So when we're talking about learning pieces just for fun or learning pieces to, one, be able to display a technique and being able to show that you're learning a certain skill, those are two different things. And that's why we shouldn't judge students or shouldn't judge people as they're going through their musical journey, because everybody's at a different point and everybody's learning music for different reasons, or they're on different pieces for different reasons. And just because it's repetition doesn't mean it's less fun to learn, especially if you're learning something new. And if it's just repeating that same pattern of what you're learning, that can be fun in the process of learning. Yo-Yo, I'm not sure if you're okay, but blessings to you, and I hope you get the help that you need. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and make a copy of this one. And then we're going to go from there. They have the theme from Liebestrom in here. Let's see. Dark Eyes, Off We Go, Little Polish Dance, Heart in the Hunt. I lost the page that I was just on. We're working on velocity and rolling through. Here we go. I just passed it right there. It's one page. I did work on this technique with the student in their last recital, but we've been trying to build it a little bit more, so hopefully they can display it, and if this piece is easy, they get a secondary piece. That's usually what happens with recital music. If a student finds a piece to be too easy, I then assign them a secondary one, so then they get two. And then they stop complaining that it's too easy. Okay. This one a student can do. And I need a couple more to assign, but it probably won't be from this book. I'm actually going to pull it probably from the other book. And then tomorrow I can start writing down the other list of recital pieces. I have my Tuesday group of students. I need to write down their recital list too. What's the time? Oh my goodness, it's almost time to start the next class. Let's see. I gotta get my shoes on. I gotta clean up the back office before starting another class. Hold on. Let's set you guys right there. Okay. Recital song list is here. I can finish that out tomorrow. I'll keep the song list somewhere close. Anyway, I have no idea what you're talking about, so let's go ahead and I'm just going to put you in a timeout. Thank you. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll start highlighting the next piece. So Sparks and the Bee and the Clover student can work on, and then the March of the Gnomes is what the last one was called. So I'll give that to a student as well too. I'm going to take these with me for this week. Yeah, that's usually what happens. It's like I give people a chance. I know some people are just like trolling as they go by, and I don't necessarily mind when people troll, but it's sometimes when people take it a little too far or it gets a little too annoying. So some people do know when to like kind of stop and chill out, and I appreciate when people do that. But then other people just keep it going, even when nobody's paying attention to them. So that's when you get a block and a ban and kicked out. A little bit of trolling, honestly, don't mind it. As long as you're being not super egregiously rude, but a little bit is okay. A lot of it, come on now. Let's see. I always highlight my students' music for them, and I will say they get spoiled with this because then I try to teach them how to do it themselves and to like mark their music up, and then they don't want to. So I, in the beginning, show them this, but then what happens is each lesson I start having them do their own work on it. So example, I might have them only highlight like their dynamic markings or go through and only highlight the tempo changes. And also hello to you. I'm only going to be on here for the next 3 minutes probably because I have a student that's probably going to get ready to show up here soon. But I'm just trying to see how much of this I can get done before they show up. This is part of Sparks, and this one's part of the Bee and the Clover. Okay. So this is an excellent tutorial. Yes. So you just go through anytime you start new music. I'm not starting the new music, it's for my students, but I always should look through it, and I always go through and I look through and I just highlight a bunch of stuff. My student is here. I have to go. Thank you.